Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, wherever you are. This past few days, I've been in the East Coast here till Monday, so I kind of changed up the time a little bit. I think I'm coming on a little bit earlier than planned, but better early than late, right? So we're continuing with with our little segments here, dropping some financial literacy tips. Today we're talking to business owners or with business owners, having that conversation because most of the time when we're talking about financial literacy, one group of people that gets left out is business owners. And when we talk about building wealth, we focus on the individual first, because even business owners are individuals. They have to take care of themselves first, because if you're not doing well as an individual, there's no way your business can thrive, because initially you have to take care of you as a person, then build your business. So again, I'm going to keep this real short. It might be less than 10 minutes here. Just the conversation I wanted to have with business owners is that most businesses, they fold within 3 to 5 years. And the reason is not because they didn't have good intentions or didn't have a good business plan, but there might have been some holes in that plan, because you have to think about the protection that you're giving your business. It has to be protected, and also the structure that you provide to your business matters. If you're in a partnership, if you're a sole proprietor, if you're in a multiple partnership, whatever structure your business has, you have to look at all those things. And if you're not able to, and some people don't even know the value of their business. And so these are all things that a financial professional can help you with. Sit down and do that evaluation for you, to make sure that you know how valuable your business is. And this also will give you a little bit of insight on how you can protect that business. And what does protection mean? Protection basically means that we're putting you in a position where you can maximize your profits and minimize taxes, because the one thing that kills most business people is the tax liability that they get hit with. So then at the end of the day, all your hard earned money is going to to taxes, or going back to Uncle Sam. So I'm not, and disclaimer, I'm not a tax attorney, I'm not a CPA, but we work with all these professionals when we sit down and create a plan for you or try to protect your business. We have connections with all these people, because it's a collaborative effort to make sure that your business is thriving. Most businesses, again, they barely have that emergency fund. They barely have that cushion, the financial cushion that they need in case of payroll comes up and you're not able to to cover it, and all those things. And these are all things that you can sit down with a professional and you can lay out a plan, protect your business in such a way that it's airtight. I mean, there'll always be things that come up down the road, but you can protect it enough where you know that your business is good for 5 to 10 years, and you're not worried. You're sleeping well at night. I mean, most business owners don't sleep because you're always thinking about your business, but you're sleeping, comfortably, knowing that your business is well protected. There are no holes, and you're able to thrive, and even go ahead and produce multiple. If, let's say you're a physician or a nurse practitioner that owns a practice, you know that you're able to open more locations based on one of them, the prototype working so well for you that you're able to duplicate the effort, and you're financially stable enough to do that, and you've made sure that you have that protection. And then when we talk about the partnerships, you want to make sure that you protect your business in such a way that if something happens to that other partner, you're not forced to partner up with someone else that you didn't intend to partner with in the first place. You want to make sure that you're able to continue the business, continue the vision that you had for your business without having to fold it or close the doors or sell it off to somebody else, um, inadvertently. But if you plan ahead of time, you don't have to make that decision for your business. So I think I'll wrap it up there. If you are a business owner and you're listening to this, reach out to me and we can sit down and do evaluation of your business and look at the holes that exist, and work with with the other professionals to make sure that you have an airtight business plan, business protection plan. That way you're not you're not in doubt about whether you're properly protected or not. And the consultation is free, obviously. We sit down, do that, comprehensive valuation of your business, and make sure that we put you in a better place. So until next time, keep it short. We'll keep dropping these nuggets. We'll keep dropping some of these financial literacy pieces or segments here and there, to make sure that we're keeping everybody abreast of the things that are coming up as I'm learning them. I'm bringing them your way. So we're going to learn together. We'll make families better. We'll make businesses better, will make communities better, will make nations better, through this information, because we're, educate again, we're taking the educational approach here to educate people. We'll hammer it till it gets into everyone's head, and it becomes it becomes normalized to have these conversations at the dinner table with the family and with friends, instead of just gossiping and talking about things that really don't matter. We'll actually sit down and build businesses and talk about business plans and how we can help each other be better. And that's our goal here, to improve people. So you're better than yesterday, better than last week, better than last month, and better than last year and the last few years. So we want to keep improving, because what is our goal? Getting 1% better every day, so that in 100 days you get very close to 100% better than your old version. All right, until next time, take care and God bless.